This was a chilling crime. A Valley woman stabbed 40 times by her ex-husband during an hours-long attack. Their 2-year-old watched this all, trying to save his mom's life the only way he knew how. Now, as 3TV's Patty Kirkpatrick shows us in tonight's 9 p.m. Extra, that woman has written a book about her experience.
After I had the baby, years after we got married, he then started not liking the way I dressed, telling me how to wear my kind of clothes to wear. And I said, no, you're not my dad, you're my husband.
And then one day, Tracy Strombres' husband snapped.
And he had us both by the hair, and everybody was struggling on the floor, and he pulled out an 8-inch serrated knife.
Tracy's husband not only stabbed her 40 times, he also turned the knife on her mother, Vina. The violent rampage lasted for hours in this Central Phoenix neighborhood.
He'd come by and he'd kick me and see if I was still alive, so I played dead.
While Tracy played dead, the couple's 2-year-old son watched in horror.
And he had went into his toy box and got a squirt gun, and he put him in his pants right here. And he walked over to me and he goes, "Do you want me to shoot?" He lifted his shirt up like that and he goes, "Do you want me to shoot Dad? Dad, do you want me to shoot Dad?"
When police arrived, they found Tracy's mother lying dead across the street. Tracy barely breathing. And the couple's 2-year-old son still visibly shaken and still clutching his tiny silver squirt gun.
For me personally, this case was one of the most frustrating cases.
Keith Perkins, an attorney and founder of the Never Again Foundation, took on Tracy's civil case after the criminal case against her husband fell apart.
He was looking like this perfect guy in court that's never done anything to me before, and he was claiming self-defense against my mother, that my mother came after him.
Even though he killed Tracy's mother and tried to kill her, a jury acquitted him of first-degree murder, but convicted him of lesser charges, aggravated assault and kidnapping.
So mad, I could not believe that this was happening. He always told me he would get away with murder.
And he did, because the judge refused to admit key evidence in the criminal case.
I wasn't allowed to say that he abused me in the past. His ex-girlfriend that he abused in the past, she was not allowed to come and testify.
The cases that juries get to see is often quite different from what actually really went on and happened.
Tracy won her civil case, but she was disappointed with the damages awarded.
It was not what it should have been. And she knew it, we knew it, and the jury knew it.
Since the attack 9 years ago, Tracy has endured many reconstructive surgeries, and she wrote a book, Serrated.
And I did it for my mother, and what I want to do is the proceeds from the book, I want to open up a domestic violence shelter in my mom's name, which her name was Vina.
Tracy is also educating police officers, prosecutors, and detectives about domestic violence and how victims should be treated. Her book and the seminars have helped her heal over the past 9 years. As for her son, who's now 11 years old, that day in the summer of 2001 still haunts him. But Tracy is getting him help.
Unbelievable. Now, for Tracy and her son's safety, we did choose to leave out certain details in this story. If you'd like to learn more about the Never Again Foundation, please check our website, azfamily.com.